Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to A Song of Tara. I suppose this must be episode 32 or something along those lines.
I believe so.
Good on us. Yay. And we finally got you guys, or at least the majority of you, to rank 2.
Yay!
Yes, we need to get the other two there.
Yeah, we do. And that will happen. I'm still working on a way of getting that taken care of. That being said, let's get a recap of last week. It shouldn't probably take too long this time.
No, we had the moot for the first time in a long time. We had a proper moot where we got to where the pack got to explain what had happened with them to the Sept. The Sept got to explain what happened to them, and they had just as, if not more, of an epic adventure of their own to be dealing with. Going through the Flux realm and actually killing. I'm not sure if it's a Nexus crawler or the Nexus crawler, because if it's the same one that we've met before, because as far as I can tell, that's still in the spirits, not the dead list. So I'm not certain.
I think they said the Dublin Nexus crawler.
So okay, so the Dublin Nexus crawler in the spirit section should probably be moved to the deceased section.
You have a very good point, and it will be.
But then, of course, this is a Dublin This is a Nexus crawler, so maybe what was it? With strange eons, even death may die, or something like that. But basically, that's what happened, and then we recounted what happened during the latter part of Aaron's War, our journey into Pangaea to recover Raven. Everyone got to do some bragging. Tally got to do some recital. Kat and Fenna and a few others dissuaded Cesar, who had been blinded in the quest, to not basically go forth with ritual suicide. And 3 of the 5 of us completed the challenges set to us indirectly by the master of challenges, Xenia, and were therefore, due to the extraordinary circumstances and the immense efforts we had done over the course of the campaign, been promoted to rank 2, or Foston rank in the Guru Nation's rank system. And that's pretty much where we left off, just as we were promoted.
Yes. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So the rest of the moot, unless there is something someone really wants to do, the rest of the moot will just, be reacquainting yourselves and, talking and hanging out and bragging a little bit more to each other and telling stories and so on and so forth. You've been apart for months after all, so there's a lot to tell and a lot to share like that. So
I have something I want to do.
yeah, sure.
I think at some point, that I will go and sit next to Cesar.
Yeah.
I make sure that the man has noticed that he sat down.
Yes.
Or he'll look at him and say, "Hello.
Hello?
I not know you well, but when I lost First Eye, Walks with Spirits told me that humans can learn to see with ears, like that."
Okay. I'm well, not see, but hear better, definitely.
See like bat.
Okay. I'm not aware of that personally.
Walks with Spirits knows many things.
Well, I'll definitely consider that. I mean, that would be helpful.
Yes. And then he awkwardly pats him on the back and leaves again.
All right.
Good boy, did I? Good boy. Pat, pat.
And
Pat,
to
dog,
elaborate,
biscuit.
humans can in fact learn echolocation.
Yeah, they can.
Ooh.
Yep. True fact.
I say,
Yes.
I'm actually tempted to have Taliesin go over and check up on Dimitri, of all people. Because, well, he was quite affected by when Altea lost an arm to protect him, and now she's lost more than her arm. She's kind of dead.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine
dead.
I imagine that's probably hit him quite hard as well.
It has, clearly. So yes.
So I'm going to go over and talk to him.
Yeah. Just basically try to get. He's not the same superb, arrogant, smug git that he used to be. His worldview has taken some serious pummeling, and the problem with that, of course, is that his Silver Fang dementia, or not dementia, but his Silver Fang derangement,
Insanity.
Yes.
and derangement it doesn't let those two. It won't reconcile the reality of the situation with the madness within. So he's really in a bad way.
Hmm. Okay. So I think Ooh, how I'm trying to think straight while I've got a bit of a cold going. All right, then in that case, I'll say to him, what's hurting the most right now?
He doesn't seem to really be able to verbalize it.
Okay.
He's it's not that he doesn't want to, that's pretty clear, but he doesn't know how to explain it. He is in a very, very bad state.
In that case, Taliesin will just sort of put a hand on his shoulder and just sort of console him, really. And I think he'll try something. It may not work, but I'm gonna give it a shot because everything's worth doing in role playing, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pretend to understand what's going on in that head of yours, but it's breaking you, and it hurts to see that. But I think as a Silver Fang, you seek perfection. You seek to be the best. And for a long time you were convinced you already were. Maybe you still are, I don't know. But the way things are now, I'm not so sure. And I think it's hurting you to have that conflict.
He doesn't really seem to. I mean, he's trying to listen to you, but it's also obvious that you're bringing up things that he's not really ready or able to cope with just yet.
All right, in that case, if Tali notices this, then he'll say,
You do.
No, it's not really the time. I'm sorry, I shouldn't dredge this up now. Hey.
He smiles and tries to not look like he's on the verge of breaking down in floods of tears. He's not doing too good a job of it.
I think at that point he'll then say, one thing I will say though, just because you're a Silver Fang doesn't mean you're not allowed to cry. No one will think less of you.
He says a few words in Russian, but doesn't he doesn't say any more than that. He just looks down at his knees and doesn't he doesn't seem to want to talk anymore.
Mm. In that case, Elias knows he's not going to get any further. So,
Oh, you
Just
do
pass
get
it.
a nod from Mikhail as you leave, for at least an acknowledgement
Trying.
of thank you for trying. But
Yeah. Talius will actually probably go over to Mikhail as well, very briefly, and
yeah,
just say, "It's not time, but as he gets better, I will keep trying to help him because he deserves to be better than this. He deserves to grow. He deserves to grow from this,
don't we
not
all?
to let it break."
Don't we all?
Yes, but
It's he says and shrugs. I mean, it's been pretty common knowledge that the two of them haven't exactly gotten very. They don't get along very well.
no.
But he's still the only other Silver Fang present. So
I don't know.
no, I he needs time. He says he needs time.
He does. Well, I can be patient. That's the main thing, and well,
He thinks that if he had not, he still blames himself for having cost Althea her arm, and he's pretty sure that if she had never lost that arm, she would not have died during that fight, which is ridiculous. I'm sorry, it is ridiculous. Having an arm more or less would have made absolutely no difference in this situation. The damn thing literally squashed her like a bug. There was nothing left. I mean, we couldn't even bring her back to bury her. There was nothing left except a red smear on the ground. Having an extra arm would not have saved her. And I hate saying it that way. It's brutal, I know. I like Althea as much as anybody else. But he's blaming himself for something that he could have made. He could not have made a difference with.
Yeah. Well, one day we may get him out of that thought.
We can hope. I will do my best.
Thank you. I know you've not always seen eye to eye, but thank you.
I think he's a piece of Russian shit, but that doesn't mean that he's not Garou. I can put aside my personal dislike. He's a SEP member.
That's good. It's a good way of seeing it.
Now, if the rest of the world could follow his fucking thing, then maybe.
Yeah, okay. I don't think I'm going to get much more out of this situation, so
All right.
I'm good now.
Good man, Mikhail. Now, if the rest of the world could do the same.
Yeah, that would be a much nicer world, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anybody else who wanted to do something, or do we round off the what is it called? The moot?
Well, Taran, after Telly is done running around to people, will try to catch him.
Okay.
And then drag him off to the side.
What? Just take him off, or will she literally loop her arm? around him
She is
catch him by the
looking
scruff?
sort of scared as she just walks in, I need you, and then drags you off. It sounds urgent.
Yes. Taliesin is tempted to make a joke about that being a violation of the litany, as everyone else has been doing all night, but he doesn't.
You're pretty sure if you do that, she will punch you.
Yeah, that's pretty standard too. But yeah, he just follows.
I have a big issue.
Yeah?
Fina is gone.
Oh, shit.
The only thing my parents could say was that she tried to find Sandy.
Oh, boy. This isn't something that Kat or anyone knows anything about, is it?
No. I'm not sure if it's something we should tell all the others. Kat have made an effort for us not to talk about Sandy in that kind of way. Because we're not supposed to be friends with her in the first place.
I know, but at least that Fina's gone missing. I mean, they're gonna ask where she's gone eventually.
Yeah, and we're hoping to find her before they do that. I kinda wanted to find her tonight, but my parents were kinda happy I got back.
Right. Well, it's one more thing to
Also,
add.
the spirit I had to get to leave said that there was a lot of stuff going on in the dragon.
Right.
So I'm thinking that everything might lead there anyway.
So basically, you want to take the pack and go to the dragon.
Or at least check it out myself. My parents couldn't say where she were heading, only that she came with Micah there and then left, and they haven't seen her since.
Right, okay. I can't let you just go off to the dragon by yourself. You can't just be wandering around solitary these days.
Why the hell do you think I came to you?
Yeah. Alright. Let me think. Fenna's got Nala to look after in northwards of here. You need to go to the dragon. Mardy and Liam have got rites of passage, and I made a promise to Dublin North to keep a patrol up there, or at least I should probably ask and see how she's doing. It's been 3 fucking months. But my duty is to my pack first and foremost, so I'll go with you. But I need to let the pack know what's going on. Do you want them to join us, or is it just you and me?
If they want to come, I won't stop them.
Alright. Tally will make the rounds to the remaining 3 members and ask. So basically, explain that they're heading off to do this thing, and do they want to join, or do they want to continue to celebrate and socialise among the pack and get back up to speed?
So, was I one of those 3 members?
Yes, you are.
You're going to have to hear Deadeye then, because he's not very informed on what's been going on before.
Yes, basically he explains that that Taryn, that Bites the Flame, is searching for her mate's partner, who has gone missing. We're going to visit the last place she was seen.
Well, that makes sense. He's certainly happy to help.
Okay. And what about Fenna?
Well, Fenna has things that she would like potentially help with. It's only fair that she helps others.
So that means
That she will come.
okay, and Liam isn't back yet, so
He's gone to poop behind a tree.
I don't think that's quite what he's gone to do.
Yeah,
Hey, hello?
no poop behind a tree.
Yeah.
You think he's making a baby?
Don't bring it into this as well.
Sorry.
What is with you guys and those poop babies?
I don't even want to know. Okay?
No.
I really don't want to know.
Let's head off without Liam for now, and then ask when the player gets back. We'll ask and see if he wants to join us, and then we'll just assume he's with us if he does. Is that all right, Storyteller?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
He might be tugging in his children right now.
Yes.
That
It
is
seems to be
entirely
around that
possible,
time.
yes.
Did I ask if he should change form to Lupus, or if it would be better to stay human?
Stay human, and for the most part, stay quiet, because no offense to you, Deadeye, but your grasp of the human language is somewhat basic.
He smiles a very, very broad smile and says, "I am foreigner."
He has a point there.
Yes.
Where is train station? And he winks. It's clear that he's been practicing playing a foreigner.
Yes, clearly.
Although, Taryn looks at him then really looks at him. We're going to the dragon, and he is not bad looking. He might not really understand.
Mm-hmm. I'll explain on the way.
Okay. You do that.
So
She
while we're...
pats his arm and starts walking.
Ah, you return.
Welcome back.
Yes. To Heine, we are all of us going on a little trip with on Taryn's behalf to the dragon in the quest to search for the missing Fina. Will Liam be accompanying us?
If it's werewolf business, then yes.
Okay.
It's the lost kinfolk and her mate.
Okay. It's probably quite late at night, so I'm not sure if the tram system in Dublin doesn't run at night, does it?
No. The last Lewis leaves at I believe midnight, and it doesn't start running again until 5:30 in the morning.
Okay.
But it isn't actually that far away. It's actually between the Green and Tarrant's home.
Okay. Well, at the very least, then, before we head off, I think also Talia will inform Kat that they are heading off to do something.
Yep.
Obviously, it would be a miss to just up and leave.
Yeah, well, if she wants an explanation, all Tarrant says is just that Fina is missing.
Yes. Oh, and he asked specifically because, seeing as Talia is still technically temporarily master of the Howl, he needs to know: does he have any duties he needs to perform before he leaves, or was the Howl he did earlier sufficient? Excuse me, I need to cough.
Well, this is kind of the after party, isn't it?
I
No, I
suppose.
think that was a question for you, John.
Okay. Sorry, I'm. Could you repeat then?
Yeah, that's all right. Tally asks Kat before he goes, because he is temporary master of the Howl, does he have any further duties he must do
No.
before he leaves?
No.
Okay.
No, you can if you want to leave now, then that's absolutely all right.
Excellent.
Um,
In that case, yes. Then we'll set off. We'll make our way to the dragon on foot, and all the while, Tally will be taking Marty aside and explain to him the fact that we're going to a place where males like to court males for no reason than they'd fancy it. Well, a bit more than that, but yeah.
Well, clearly his first question is, how do they make babies then?
They don't. Tarrant just says.
Yeah.
He looks thoughtful. Then he looks like he remembers something. Ah. Yes. Humans made for fun. Yes?
Yes.
That too.
Is more fun with man?
I don't think so. It's a preference. There is also homosexuality in the animal kingdom too. It's not just here.
Someone needs to stop stirring that tea.
Sorry.
Yes.
Maddie shrugs.
Yeah. So yeah. So some may you have urge to mate with females.
Yes. Female.
Some males have urge to mate with males, not females. Idea of mating with female is uncomfortable to them.
He shrugs again.
Okay. Okay.
It's like, okay, you've now told me. I don't really feel like thinking more about this.
That's good. That's good. It's good that he can just accept it and move on. So
Yeah.
This is clearly just a human thing. There's no need to think more about it.
yes. So
Another weird human custom he might get someday.
Exactly.
I hate to preempt the group, but is there anything else anyone wants to talk about before we get to the location?
No, I just want to find Fina. Preferably alive.
I think Heine's having some microphone problems.
It seems like it.
Aww. Try shoving it down your throat. That might make it easier to hear you.
Icky.
Yes.
You? Why?
All right.
Rasmus, that is not how a throat microphone works.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes. It sits on the outside of your throat and detects vibrations.
Yes.
Well, couldn't you just stick it directly onto the vibrator then?
That just made it sound completely different, and
I'm
I
going-
think we should go back to another conversation.
Yes, so do I.
I'm just.
Alright, anyway, you guys are heading off to look for Fina at, or find any mention of her anyway at the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Good. Alright.
Ooh,
Well-
something happened.
Oh, yeah. Heinen's going to restart his mic, so he'll be a few minutes or so, but we can continue.
Alright, well, you guys are, you head off to the dragon. It's not a big issue, it's not a problem. When you get there, you realize that there's a big sign on the door saying, thanking people for decades of patronage and apologizing for closing down.
Oh. Oh. It's
Karen
just like.
tries the feed inside, like the same way she found out that was something wrong in the first place. Tapping into the cameras.
Well-
If they're even on.
No, they're not. They are. The whole place is closed down.
On to the back then.
It's just like in real life. It's depressing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll follow. I think we're following. Well, Tally's following Taryn on this one, so.
Okay. Well, you go to the back entrance.
Locked, I presume.
Yes.
No one inside,
Well.
other than us, of course.
Well, you're not inside either. Oh, you mean in
Good.
sight? Oh,
On
sorry.
site, inside,
yeah,
around us.
No, nobody else
Someone
is there.
looking at us.
Nobody else is there.
Well then, that's as easy. Creedus, no more handle.
Okay.
Easy access.
Yeah.
I don't have a dot in larceny, but I do know how to break a door.
Yes. Well, the door is certainly well gone. You can enter.
I'm back
without-
into home it and then inside.
Well, the whole place is quiet and dark, and nobody is there.
What does it smell like?
Dust.
So it's been closed a while then.
Yeah, it's been closed for a little while. Yeah.
Which begs the question why the Weaver Spirit wants to feed if it doesn't. How could it not know that the place is closed?
Probably because everything is shut down in here, so it doesn't know that there's nothing here right now.
Possibly.
Then Taryn goes directly for the electrical stuff.
Yep.
To turn it back on.
Deadeye taps Taliesin on the shoulder.
Yes.
I go. Oops.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, then he reverts to breed form.
Yes.
Talk to us,
Starts
Heine.
sniffing around.
You need to turn up the reception on your microphone a little. I think it's very low.
Yeah, it is.
It's a bit annoying because I'm pretty sure that the levels haven't actually adjusted, so at some point I'm going to run out.
Well, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, it's you were just low, but it's better. So.
I turn it up a little.
Yep. Thank you. That's fine.
So yeah, start sniffing around.
You start sniffing around indeed and find, well, hundreds of scents, but they're all very old.
No new scents.
Nope.
I think Finn is going to join in on the sniffing around Lucas.
That's
Just
very good
sniffage.
idea.
It looks
Finn
like
is very good at that.
it looks like there has been some kind of party here. Probably the farewell, going away, closing down sort of bash. And there's still, confetti on the floor. There's still some old now flaccid balloons that are just landed on the floor and lost the last of the gas there. There are a few drinks or drink shot glasses on the bar that nobody bothered to clean off because why? We're not going to be here tomorrow. Let the next people who own it take care of it. That sort of thing. It's in many ways it's quite a sad look.
It's so sad that Heine can't talk to us.
Think, what could I do?
Well, Taryn did go to turn on all the electrical stuff.
Yeah. Well, you get some light in here. That's it.
And then she looks for a reflective surface.
There's some in the bathroom, if nothing else.
And we go to the Umbra. Spirits usually knows what's going on.
All right. So you go to the Umbra. Well, we need a roll, obviously.
Do you ask the rest of us to come?
She did say it out loud.
Okay.
Definitely coming then.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty is 6.
Okay.
Wow.
That's a lot of gnosis.
Well, I'm a lupus.
Yeah, I
He's a
suppose.
lupus. That was... Roll...
Sally
I
has-
only managed 2.
Yeah, I've only got one success by the look of it.
You have 1.
Wow!
Holy shit.
I'm not
That's-
getting through.
That's a botch. No, that's a failure. Sorry, that's a failure.
Sorry.
Taryn actually managed to fail.
Mm-hmm.
And she's always the last one who goes through, damn it.
I'm caught. That's never happened before. That's new!
No, you're not caught, it's not a botch, because you did have a success.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not a
Alright.
botch. You just
So
get,
you just can't get through for an hour.
yeah.
It's just... Dunk! Ow.
But the others
shit.
get through. The others get through. So they would still be able to ask any questions and so on. You get in and
Well, you say
Well-
that, but...
That I
That-
can talk with them.
Oh yes, I can. In that case,
We might get worried about Taryn though.
yeah.
yeah, so
Taryn isn't coming.
as soon as Tally sees that Taryn isn't coming,
Well, you wouldn't know, because she's always the last. Maybe it takes a little while.
Yeah,
She's usually
like,
quite quick, isn't she?
Usually she is, yes.
well, yeah, but we would still probably have to wait 5 to 10 minutes from the last one entering to conclude that she's not coming.
Yeah, exactly.
alright, fair enough.
Oh, I forgot something. I'm a dummy.
What did you forget?
But
Well, Taryn doesn't have full gnosis. So I should actually only use the 3 first.
oh shit.
Oh, oops. Okay.
Then it is a botch.
Then it is a botch, indeed. Well, you get stuck.
Hmm.
In that case,
That's
very,
new.
That is very uncomfortable.
Hmm. I think she just starts humming to herself, "Itsy bitsy spider."
That's unfortunate.
Mhm.
Yeah. I forgot you didn't have full noses.
Oh
I
dear.
should remember that.
It
That
happens.
is good to keep track of.
Yeah, well, I don't use the roller inside the character sheet because it's shit. So I just
Yeah.
roll, and it's just, well, she has 7, and then, no, wait, sorry, she doesn't.
Anyway,
She had 3. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, in that case, Tally's going to go on a limb on the basis that Taryn hasn't come through quickly, because she usually does, and he's a little paranoid about that sort of thing. So he'll look to the others and say, "All right, that's not usual. Let's see if I can head back.
This is new.
I'm going to head back, see if I can catch her. She may have gotten stuck. Marty."
As if it's Taryn we're talking about.
Yeah, of course. She'd never get stuck. No, that's not what he says. That's not what he says. He says, "Marty, you can speak to spirits like she can.
Yes.
Can you do that? Try and find out from the spirits here what happened. Fenner and Liam will help you if needs be. I'm going to go back, see if I can find Taryn and sort this mess out."
Yeah. Yes. Is the reply again. Or affirmative sound is probably more correct, but
Okay.
Yes.
Run.
So now I need to roll again to head back the other way.
Don't get caught.
Oh, Jesus, that would be that.
that would be pretty, wouldn't it?
in the end, I'm just the only one going back and forth.
She's like, where the hell are they? Well, they told me to talk with them.
Oh, God, the dogs are going mad. Okay,
Now they're all gone.
Nuffle, guide my rolls. I will be quiet, dogs.
Not to say this though.
I think that counts. I think that
okay.
works.
That's 2 successes. It takes a while, but you get out. And
Do I catch Taryn on the way?
let me see.
I think you have to be aware that she's there, don't you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he did specifically say that he would be looking.
Oh, that's
because
true.
He
That's
he
true.
thought, well, that was exactly why he went back, because he thought she might have gotten stuck.
The question is then, does he want to take her out that way? Or
Well,
does he want to bring her out on the way back in?
I think the clever thing is to simply grab her when you're going by and not take your chances, really. So I'm assuming that that's what he's doing. Chris?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Sorry, I've got dogs going mad here.
Sure. All right. Well, you grab a hold of her and pull her with you going out. You
Yep.
do in fact see her stuck in the spider's web, and it does look like she's really incapable of getting herself free. So you manage to tear the web as you pass her by on the way through this strange ether of weirdness.
Mm-hmm.
And you manage to get a hold of her, and you get out into the bathroom in the in the dragon.
You reckon
Excellent.
she's still singing when Sally comes by?
Yep. No humming, more like.
Yeah. So yes, when Tally successfully pulls her through to the side there in the bathroom, and they take a moment to compose themselves, Tally will look at Taryn half seriously. Excuse me a second.
And bark at me? No,
And bark
that's
at-
very rude.
No. Dogs are going mad because parents are out of the house and they're paranoid.
Alright.
He looks to her with a half serious face and just says, "Just when I thought I'd seen everything."
You're just repaying all the times I dragged you through. She then
Yeah.
smiles.
Mhm.
And it was a new thing. It never happened before.
Yeah, clearly.
All right.
Anyway,
Well-
shall we start looking around out here?
Yeah, I've sent Marty in. He'll be one discussing. He'll talk to the spirits. Svenna and Liam will look after him. We'll do what we can around here.
Right. Well, you let's go to the ones in the Umbra first and foremost, though, just to be just to get that out of the way. So, you are in the spiritual version of the the dragon, and it is, well, it's a little bit different in there. In fact, when you leave the bathroom, it's very different because the dragon is, or was, when it was still running, a place of incredible energy, huge amounts of light and happiness and fun and good cheer and ludicrousness and so on and so forth. All the things you'd expect from most nightclubs, and certainly an LGBT one. So the lights were still on.
And now I imagine all the spirits there have a lisp.
No, well, possibly. The lights are still on in the Umbra. It doesn't look decrepit and run down. It looks like a place that is still.
Running?
Well, no. I mean, it's empty. There aren't any people there, and you notice that the lights, while they are on, are dimming.
So there were no spirits there.
Well, none that you can see off. I mean, it's not like you have people dancing around or anything. No.
That's true. Well, I start sniffing around for a spirit then.
Well, there are a few, obviously, mostly small electrical jolts living in the wiring and stuff like that. But they're not really sentient enough for you to get much out of them anyway. But you sniff around for a while, and you come across an old man. After a while, clearly he is a spirit. Sleeping in one of the booths in where people would be sitting normally, talking, having a beer, or whatever. He's lying on the benches there and sleeping. He is quite gaudily dressed. He would have been. It would have been very. It's pretty. I mean, the clothes are very good quality, but they're old, they're faded, they're worn. He does look a bit like a dandy.
A what?
A dandy.
What's that?
I don't know, I've heard the word.
In Laps. In Danish. Somebody who's. Well, it takes a long time to explain, I think. Try looking it up.
Alright, because all I could think of was dandelion, and that's not from this place.
No.
Dandy, a man unduly concerned with his looking stylish and fashionable.
Oh, okay.
That would be that would be a very short version of it, yes. But also somebody who does make a huge effort. I suppose it would be like an early version of a metrosexual.
Cool.
Cool.
There's yeah. Sorry, go on.
But a more classy version.
Yeah, or if you look at it in an older context, then yes, stylish, but also often seen as slightly effeminate.
Maybe the sample sentence in my dictionary is: his floppy handkerchiefs and antique cufflinks gave him the look of a dandy.
Yes, that would do it.
It's famous for being, from my acting and makeup days, dressing up as a dandy meant having your face painted in pale white paint and with like a little heart on your cheek, and you had like lipstick on and a wig. The full-on sort of 18th. Basically, you look like a bad parody of an 18th century French nobleman.
Oh god. Yeah.
So when people tell you, "Oh, you look dandy," you're not supposed to be all happy about it if they don't like dandies.
The meaning of words change over time, of course.
Well,
So,
as an adjective, like when people say you look dandy, they don't say you look like a dandy. And dandy as an adjective means excellent.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, Marty cocks his head and clearly thinks about how he's going to approach this strange-looking, well, not human spirit. But then he just lets out a loud noise. I suppose like a bark.
You could also just use spirit speak.
The old man just mumbles something incoherent in his sleep and rolls over on the other side with a sort of a sleepy wave of his hand, as in "go away, I'm sleeping" sort of thing.
5 more minutes.
Clearly he acknowledges my presence. That should be enough. What happened here? That's what Telly hasn't told him to ask. So
Yes. And I'm assuming you're using spirit speak.
of course.
Yes. The spirit seems to realize that it wasn't in fact just a dream, and that there is somebody there making noise. And he or it rolls back over and sits up slowly, stretching, and it looks at you and goes, "Oh my. I haven't had a visitor in here in absolute years."
Aww.
What happened here?
A lot of partying, a lot of dancing, my dear.
Why no one here?
Oh, I suppose it's because they closed the place.
Why?
I don't know. I think something about the owner being missing or something. And nobody else wanted to take it over, and now I'm just waiting for the whole thing to be torn down.
Oh, that won't happen on Terran's watch.
Oh well, sic transit gloria mundi, as they say.
Maddie looks to Liam and Fenna like, well, is this enough? He's not quite aware that they can't understand the spirit unless they can. That's up to you. Tell me.
Fenna looks back at him, takes a moment for it to sink in with her that, he's looking for acceptance or whatever the word is, approval. I don't speak spirit.
Place is closed.
Yeah.
How come
Could you ask the spirit if it knows what happened to the owner?
Deadeye looks to the spirit to see, well, did you catch that, or do you want me to repeat it?
I'm assuming that because it's clear that he doesn't understand, so...
In that case, what happened, owner?
I don't know. I think she might have, gone away or something. Who cares? If she doesn't want to be here, then she doesn't have to. I'm just thoroughly disappointed that she hasn't actually made sure that there was somebody else to take over in her absence. Who are you, anyway?
I am Deadeye.
Oh, what a ghastly name. Does that have to do with that? Oh, a pair of sunglasses would really go well with that, my dear.
Deadeye cocks his head and then says, I am Wolf.
Well, there is that, isn't there? Maybe we can find some kind of really fashionable headscarf for you. Something to cover that dreadful wound.
I love this spirit.
You help? Well, then the answer is, you help?
It takes off. It's got like a cravat around its neck. Again, it's worn and it's faded, but it's still there. And he uses that to tie around your head to sort of give you like a almost like an eye patch. In wolf form, it gives you gives you a bit of a swagger, actually.
Woohoo!
Much better, fashionable.
Deadeye turns to Fenna and says, I am fashionable.
Oh dear.
We came here to look for a girl, and now we're talking fashion.
Well,
So,
girls and fashion do tend to go hand in hand.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, anyway, then she just starts there and says, "Yes, yes, you are."
so why are you here? I mean, it's not that I don't appreciate the company, but let's face it, it's not exactly as if you lot actually like to hang out in the Dragon normally. It's not considered, I think, good form to be on that side of the fence. But why are you here? I mean, the place, as I said, is closing. What are you doing?
Deadeye looks thoughtful for a while. He's clearly looking for how to explain this. And then he says, "Mate of Terran is gone."
Right. Oh, right. That would be that nice young lady, wouldn't it? She's really quite something. She could
Sound
do.
vanished.
Hmm?
Neef,
No.
I can hear you through Rasmus's.
Yeah.
How about now? Am I there now?
Yay! Sound!
Okay. So that's that nice young lady, isn't she? She really could do more with her appearance, though. Seriously.
Hey!
No, but she's such a lovely girl. But she does insist on looking like a frump.
A what? Oh.
Deadeye processes decided that 90% of that was irrelevant and repeats, "Mate is gone."
Oh, that is... well, there are a lot of others out there.
She is sad.
But if her mate left her...
No. Mate is gone. Don't know why.
And she didn't even leave a letter or anything.
No.
Yeah, she's definitely gone.
Yes.
Did she
We
take...
tried fine.
Did she take the, did she take anything like the dog or anything when she left?
Yeah, she did.
I don't think that I know, though.
Deadeye looks to Fenna. Did mate take a dog?
Why is that relevant? I don't know if she took the dog.
We don't know, he says to the spirit.
Okay. Well, if she's... basically, I'm saying that she's probably just... she should probably just consider finding someone else. There are so many others out there.
Deadeye turns to Fenna and says, "He say, find new mate."
Well, that's an awful reaction to your mate having disappeared. I mean, it's not like she left her. She went to go looking for someone and disappeared.
He looks thoughtful. She not leave. She disappear.
Oh, that is much more intriguing.
I love the spirit.
Are we talking about maybe like a love triangle?
I hope not. Was
Deadeye turns to Fenna. Is mate triangle.
We need to have Deadeye talk to all the human-like spirits because this is so much fun.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Go talk with North. She'll love you.
Well, Venna looks very perplexed. Just completely silent. I think she's more of an hourglass.
She is hourglass, he says to the spirit.
The spirit looks a little perplexed at that response. and goes, "Oh well, I'm not much of a judge when it comes to female anatomy, anyway." Um,
I like this word.
but
Calling my feet a triangle, Deadeye.
but my point is, I don't know where anybody went. I just know that they had a great big bash. I was very, very happy. I could feel all the energy, and then the next day nobody came. Bit like me for the last 50 years, really.
Ew.
Hey, we heard you, Heine.
No, that was me.
Oh, that was
Oh.
okay. Sorry, I thought
Stop
it was
making a
Heine.
Heine
Yeah,
impression.
that sounded suspiciously like
I have a
just-
I
cold.
don't know. I thought it sounded like Chris.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a
It
cold. I
sounded
sound
like
deep and gravelly and
Heine.
horrible.
Well,
Yes.
clearly that one flies over Deadeye's head, so he looks confused and says, "But you here?"
Oh, this is going to take some. Yes, I'm right here, darling. I'm right here.
Yes. He looks happy.
So, is there anything else I can help you with, or should I just lie back down and wait to die?
He turns to Finna. More help or die?
What?
Well, if he doesn't know what happened to either Sally or Taryn, sorry, not Taryn, or
Who's
Athena.
Sally?
Wait, what wasn't? No,
Sandy.
Sandy, that's the name. Mixing up things. No, if he doesn't know what happened to Sandy, that's the younger, by the way, that or Athena, I don't know what he can do for us.
Well, clearly that's mere information, so Deadeye turns to the spirit and goes, "Ona is Sandy."
Oh, so that's her name. I have never actually heard it, you see. She's never been in here. She had this warm energy to her. It was really quite pleasant.
That's Sandy.
But at the same time, she was terribly broken.
Yup, that's Sandy.
Deadeye cocks his head. Broken sounds weird, so that's an invitation to go on.
Yeah, she wasn't quite right. There was something wrong about her, but I never spoke to her because she never came by. It's been a lonely existence in here all these years. It's actually quite nice to have somebody to talk to. There used to be so many. Oh well.
You come along?
Oh no, I can't. I'm bound to this place, you see. So as this place fades away, then so shall I. Oh, alas, it's like they said, it's never over until the fat lady sings, but I suppose they'll just have to make do with the thin queer.
Do I know how that spirit being bound to a place kind of thing works?
It's probably a matter of him literally being
The dragon.
yes, the place. He is the personification of the place.
Like Dublin North is the
Exactly.
personification of Dublin North, and can
Precisely.
hear everything that happens
Yeah.
inside Dublin North.
Yeah, same thing for this particular.
The
spirit.
south
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
The reason I'm asking is because, well, Deadeye knows how to bind spirits, so he was wondering if that was the same kind of thing.
No, it's just that if a spirit or if a place has enough energy on its own, it will anthropomorphize in some way and become real or become embodied in some spiritual manner, and that's what's happened here. This place has been the heart of Dublin's LGBT nightlife for 100 years. And
But strictly
yeah.
speaking, that it's a spirit. Couldn't you bind that in a fetish then?
Yes, you could against its will, or I mean, it could be bound if it was willing, or it could be done forcibly if it didn't want to.
Well, in that case, Deadeye says, I can bind spirit
No,
new
no,
place.
no. That's fine. If my time has passed, my dear, then my time has passed, and I shall fade into the sunset, and so on and so forth. It's fine. Nothing lasts forever.
You are not sad?
Yes, but I may be sad, but I'm also willing to accept that I might be on my last legs. It happens.
We try find owner. Then you know sad.
That would be nice. Yes, please. If you could find her, then do by all means. Yes, please do return her to the dragon, because she was, if you will pardon the jest, she really was the life of the place. That being said, however, if you do meet her, please do tell her that old Cecil says hello. I don't think she knows what that means, but that would be me.
Yes.
Thank you.
You know who know where is?
Oh no, I remember that she was taken away by a very angry-looking fellow. He wasn't, quite frankly, I should have found him very attractive, but I didn't. He was too angry. And then he had with him some great big muscle-bound goons, and then they came and took her, and I haven't heard or seen anything about her since then.
He was Garu?
No, he was quite dead.
He was vampire?
Yes, well, so was she, but...
Now Deadeye looks entirely confused. But she is life of body?
Yes.
That was the pun.
But vampire is dead.
Well, some vampires are more lively than others, at least from a spiritual perspective. She was quite fun. Most vampires are very unpleasant. She wasn't.
Processing.
There's just a processing bar and buffering icon over his face.
Information overload. Does not compute, reboot from
the entire picture of Deadeye turns to black and white, and inside of his head we see some white cock spinning.
Yes.
Yeah.
After a very long while,
yes,
he looks back at Fenna and says, Sandy is vampire.
Fenna nods.
We find to kill?
That's a touchy issue.
Also, we were looking for Vina, not specifically Sandy.
Anyway, if you don't mind, I think I shall go back to sleep. I'm very tired.
Wait.
Yes.
Did the spirit have any information?
Yes.
What?
Sandy is vampire.
Mm-hmm.
We kill vampires?
Yes.
We kill Sandy?
No. Just out of the ether, this voice comes.
So, all right.
Yeah, the man can go back to sleep. Deadeye is clearly focused on Fenna now.
He goes back to sleep. He snoozes off to a very old cabaret-style song called "Sing If You're Glad to Be Gay."
Oh, I like that song.
I don't know it.
But
It's
yeah, Deadeye looks expectantly at Finna.
We're not exactly looking for Sandy. We are looking for Fina, who was out looking for Sandy. So in that way, knowing anything about where Sandy disappeared off to would be a clue to finding Fina, who we are looking for.
That makes sense. If we're trying to find the vampire because they've taken someone or something like that, that makes sense. That fits within the established pattern. In that case, he says, Sandy vampire was take away with angry vampire.
Yeah, that's a while back. Old news.
All right.
Well, it's not to him.
No, exactly.
No,
No, because we haven't informed him of anything.
no,
Exactly.
you haven't asked.
Well, we were expecting Taryn to lead this conversation.
This just
It's
comes
much
to
fun.
show. Don't lean too much
What?
of Taryn.
What we will do now
It can
is,
happen.
ladies and gentlemen, we will take a brief break. And when we come back, I think we may hop over to what happens in the real world.
That's fair.
Does Finna have any finishing comments then?
No,
She's
I...
buffering too, trying to find out.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we shall be right back with more A Song of Tara.
Then I shall make popcorn.